Shout out corner time. So I'd like to say thank you to the members Katsura and Lawrence Russell. If you want to support this channel, click that join button. And shout outs to Angela 001, Van 1, KOF TJ Combo, Eurofend UIU. Thank you for the comments. RR Timo, Orochi Chris, I am King, Mark the Lone Gamer. Thanks for the comments. Mr. Dog Youth Plays, Rice Balls, Alexander Tai, Yasser Maki, thank you. Mike Enrigan, Martin Flores, Game Slayer Channel, KOF Gaming, thanks for the comments. And finally, all the way, Rugal, J Patel, and Shiro Toria, MHXX. So please subscribe to 2300 Gaming, click that subscribe button down below, and also comment on this video to be featured on my next shoutout corner happening tomorrow. And always, like, comment, and hit the bell icon for further notification about this channel. And let's start the video now. Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2300 Gaming again. We're another King of Fighters All-Star content. So I'm still salty as salt. I'm saltier than my, you know, you know what's salty. So salty with the BS summon still. So I'm just telling you guys, if you came in to King of Fighters All-Star when the 7 deadly sins were in the game and got one of each of them, especially the three musketeers, I call them the trio. Usually Merlin, King, and Meliodas, the Fest Meliodas, the Yellow Meliodas, because those three are very useful in all of the modes here in King of Fighters All-Star, especially in the Immortals. Okay, I've shown you in my previous video, the first video that I made with the 7 deadly sins was like the three of them handling the Immortal Victor. So that's one. And the 7 deadly sins handling Immortal Victor, and then they've handled Immortal TYPHON as well. Some people are commenting that it helped them a lot with regards to what I did with my run. So I'm telling you guys, like, even if you don't have a BS, like if you have them but it's not fully awakened, you can still awaken your collab characters, as I've been advocating. If you're free to play and your luck is really crappy, so the good thing is, like, in the collabs, you just get one memory. You don't need any memory, you just get one of each characters, and you can awaken them using the Dimensional Fest invitation or the Dimensional Fest envelope. But the thing is, it would need a lot of resources to summon them, because you need 3 face memories to make one Fest invitation. Okay, but like, the good thing is we have ads for that. Okay, for free to play players, you can go to the summons here, click the summons here down below, and you just watch the ads here. This is the one. You watch the ads here, and then they will be giving you Fest. So that's gonna be, if you watch the full ad, they will give you a Fest, a KOF All-Star Fighter Summon ticket, 2 tickets if you watch the ads. So you will have 1 pull per week for 5 days. Okay, if you watch the ads and click this one every day for 5 days, you will get 10 pulls. Like one full pull. It means that you can get 10 characters in that. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, hopefully you get Fest there, and then from there on you get also the Clone Zero memory every week to top it all off, so that you can make dimensional envelopes. Okay, going back to the topic at hand, I'm advocating that for free to play players. Okay, because my luck is really bad. I'm not that, like, I'm free to play 0.5, free to play and a half. I can't really compete with I don't have that, like, huge amount of moolah. So right now, as you can see, 500 million. You know why? Because I've used King, Meliodas, and Shion. Okay, and those 3 down below, they're just like plugs. Okay, if ever I fail, I'm gonna be telling you what are the weaknesses of Immortal Mose. So stacks, when he's getting shocked, stacks receive damage increase on the target when attacking shock. Applies to one team. So you need a shock damage dealer on the first team. Okay, and then fairly important here, stuns the target, significantly decreases its defense. So the Mose will be decreasing his defense if you apply Dot Explosion. So the best Dot Explosion character there is with shock is Shion. Okay, Shion and Orochi Leona. Even though Orochi Leona is blue, she has a long 3PG, and she has shock, and she has shock explosion as well. But the thing is, Mose is a purple. Okay, and purple beats blue. But even though Leona still can be put here in the first team to subdue Mose, because like she has shock explosion and she gains PG even though without a PG gain. Okay, but the thing is, I have King here, which is the one of the best yellow players, not yellow players, best yellow characters in the game. Before Chrysalid came in. So Chrysalid is first for sure, then King is the second, because as you can see here, the leadership skill is increases yellow element fighters attack by 45%, power charge rate by 20%. So, and Mose is weak against yellow because yellow beats purple, okay, by the color stats, okay. So yellow beats purple, that's why all of them are yellow here. Meliodas, thankfully he's yellow as well, so he inflicts darkness. But look at this, King also inflicts light explosion. He's the only character who can inflict light explosion. It's here in his core effect. 50% to, always remember this one, okay? If the core effect states remove starlight effect and decreases, like if remove starlight effect upon landing a skill, that's gonna be an explosion, okay? So he is dealing starlight, so if it get removes, you will gain power upon landing a skill on a target of starlight, so that's gonna be starlight explosion. He's the only one who has starlight explosion. And Shion, who has shock explosion, it's here, deals twice the remaining shock damage and removes the shock upon landing a critical hit. So this is the shock explosion, okay? And he deals, it's not she, he, okay guys? If you're new to the game, Shion is a he, okay? He looks pretty, but he's a he, okay? He's not a she. Okay. And then Chris is one of the best unit in this game mode, because of he's a yellow and he doesn't have a cooldown with his. If you have built up a Chris, if somebody really likes Chris, this is his time to shine in Immortal Mose, the yellow Chris, because he deals burn damage here and removes burn effect upon landing a critical hit. There's no cooldown with this, okay, compared to the one that I mentioned, like King and Shion, they have cooldowns on that, okay? This one doesn't have that. Okay? So again, you're gonna be seeing here my run. So I beat Mose by using just almost beating him, like only needing like almost 70 million damage remaining for the second team, beating, because like the three of them can handle it. Like that's why I was telling you, like the 7 deadly sins collab really improves your account as well, even if you don't have a BS. Plus you can awaken them provided you have the resources to do that, okay? At least you're not spending too much rubies. Anyways, so still salty, by the way, still salty. So let's go to that video of me defeating Immortal Mose. Roll that clip. So now let's start the video. Let's see this one. So as you know, as I've been preaching, you need to swap your characters. It needs to be at semi-auto. So you need to swap with characters, and you need to know who is in your rotation, who is the one who started the rotation first, so that you can rotate. You cannot like mess it up with regards to your super rotation. So as you can see here, he's getting stopped because of the dot explosion of the starlight or of the shock explosion. So either two. So on your first team, they have two like dot explosion, like the starlight explosion and the shock explosion from Shion, and the light explosion from King. And then doing the 3PG, just swapping your skills, spamming this one. Thing is with Shion, she doesn't gain that much of a PG. That's why you need to be really weary of that. So the one who's carrying the load is King and Meliodas, because they gain PG really fast. So what I do is sometimes I'm just swapping with King and Meliodas. So just like what you're seeing here. So just spam your skills, swap, and use all of what you have. So swap this one. I'm just gonna let him have a 3PG here, then swap after this. Okay, swap. So I'm trying to make Shion 3 PG. So it's really difficult because our PG gain is not that high compared to like Meliodas and King, which is like 30% PG gain from their core effect. Plus the CP, plus the power charge rate of 20% as per the leadership of King. So they're much quicker compared to Shion. That's why I was telling you guys, I was like thinking about King when the 7 deadly sins came in with that like leadership skills on a yellow. It's really strong because the only thing who has that kind of leadership skill is Shion. But the thing is, like, Shion compared to King is much better. So just swap. So wait for your 3PG to be okay, then swap it again. So as you see here, it's like 253 million on 16 seconds to go. That's really crazy. I'm just putting Shion here for the shock, because like you need a shock damage to stack up to 50, which is Shion already did. It's already 50 on your, see that punch with the 50 on the lower left, on the upper left side. It means that Immortal Mose will be taking a lot more damage if it's stacked to 50. Okay, 7 seconds, 32 million. See, thankfully, see, look at his Shion super. I think he just did 2 supers in the whole span of this run. So the one doing the heavy lifting is Meliodas and King. Even with the 3 seconds, I'm still having this 3 PG, which is crazy. Plus, as you can see here, it's yellow. The damage is yellow because they have the color advantage, okay? So if you're a new player, yellow, like, if the damage is hitting like yellow there, it means that you're on a color advantage. If it's like white, as you can see here, white, it means that it's a neutral damage. And when it's blue, when you hit the enemy and it's blue, it means that you're at disadvantage. So yeah. So as you can see here, it's Immortal Mose is not moving because of Chris. Unfortunately, on the second run, I was really sleepy, so I just like made this one as autopilot. I'm not hitting too well. I'm not going in the middle. So the thing with this one, the hitbox of the Immortals compared to Immortal Victor, the other Immortals, the hitbox is really difficult. So you need to be in the middle of the Immortal. If you're too much at the top or you're too low, you're not gonna gain PG that much. So what I did here, I'm just like autopiloting it, which is not advisable. So you need to move, even though it's a semi-auto, you need to move your characters in the middle. You need to be aware. See, I'm 485 million here, 17 seconds compared to earlier. The thing is, like, it's the yellow team would be really beneficial with this one because the damage is much higher because of the color advantage. So almost there, 2 seconds to go. Yeah, 1 second. On the last second, I finished the quest. But like, if I put in yellow teams, or I put on my strongest characters, like, it's gonna be less of a time. But still, I'm just showing you guys the power of King and Meliodas, the 2 7 deadly sins paired with Shion that can deal. Look at this damage. It's like 421 million. So 421 million on the top, and then like the second team is just for the plug, just to complete the quest. So that's just it. That's it. It's very simple. Like, my card set here are like the regular card set that you can get. There's no exclusive cards. There's no there's no exclusive cards that you can get with the BS. Just like Leah and Kea set. So as you can see here, I'm using a Leah and just cooldown cards with full max stones. Shion doesn't have stones, and just he's on a Leah. He's on a Leah. He's on a Leah. And then Meliodas, 3-star Meliodas on a Kea set, and his stones is just like fully stoned up. Chris, Leah set with crappy stones. He has crappy stones, by the way. I've showed you the video yesterday. He has crappy stones. Nameless is nameless. I have only 2 gold stones on nameless, and regular Chris doesn't have any stones. He has stones, but like it's crappy. Crappy stones. So yeah, nameless has 2. I haven't changed that ever since I did last time. And then yeah, crappy stones. The one I'm focusing the stones on is like the collab and the BS and the SS characters. And then look at this, it's crappy stones. All crappy, just to increase a little bit of the CP there. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you've learned a bit. Maybe you have these characters, maybe you have the 7 deadly sins. So don't fret if you don't have that very good pulls in the BS. So if you have 7 deadly sins and you've played previously from there, you still have a chance to complete Mose. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe again. This is 2300 Gaming, and I'm out. Peace out.